Hellos, welcomes back everyone, and Wolf here with even more Star Wars The Old Republic, playing as Ciaphas Cain here, my Jedi Knight on the world of Odessen. And where we last left off, we tried to prevent Darth Malgus from escaping with a Jedi artifact, which has allowed him to become untethered from the new Sith Empire and from Emperor Valkorian. It seems Valkorian had made use of mind control to force Malgus's compliance for some of the events, and especially on the attack on the Meridian Complex, no doubt. But we are now back here with our alliance, learning about this Mandalorian civil war and what Malgus may have planned next. Before we go forward and attend more briefings.
How can I help you?
Because there is always more briefings to be had.
Until next time.
We have more mail. Do we have any new recruits? We do not. We have a message from On, of course. The other day, Tarn got a status update from Onderon, which got us talking about the day she and I met. Then I started thinking about how much you've done for me since then. I suddenly felt terrible for how little I check in on you. I know you're so important that you probably didn't even notice, but I feel bad all the same. Master Nostral and Tau both think it's time for me to take the trials to become a knight. That was pretty fast. I don't know how long. Time has obviously passed during the Onslaught expansion, but we don't know how much time. We have Indigo giving us a shout. Just so you're aware, I had nothing to do with the attack on the Spirit of Vengeance. I know you're involved in Shay's business, so I'm telling you straight. Yeah, because Shay actually went up to Indigo and asked him what the Darmander were up to, didn't she? Speaking of Shay, had some time to think about the attack on the Spirit of Vengeance. Hedda hurt my people and will answer for that, but she nearly took Jakaya from me. He may be a blasted pain in the neck, but he does good work, and the Mandalorians wouldn't be half as organized without him. He's a friend who calls me on my Osik to my face, and I don't have many of those. It's harder to blend in these days while following the tracks, but I'm making progress. Found out that Call's group, the Hidden Chain, are focused on stacking up credits, resources, weapons, anything that would help during an extended conflict. Hedda herself remains hidden, but I think I've got a way to find her. Ah, and this is, yeah, when she was going to go confront Indigo. We have Raz, of course. Just seeing how you're doing after the whole desperate ship-jumping rescue mission to save his brother. Anyway, if you need to wreck more ships, you know who to call. Raz called himself a space pirate. And we have a message. Oh, from Zenith. Want to thank you one more time for the intelligence on those turbo lasers. We couldn't have done our part if you hadn't reached out to us to begin with. I gave this whole arrangement a little more thought, and want you to know that just because I can't work for you, doesn't mean I won't work with you. You get any more information that could make things harder for the Imperials, I'm listening. And if I run into a situation that needs more firepower than I've got, you could be hearing from me. Sound good? So, seems we're just attending meetings or briefings non-stop of late.
Now that all the important people are here, let's get down to business. Akavi, what have you got?
Based on intelligence provided by Mandalore, I was able to narrow my search and scout potential suppliers to Hedda Cole and her group, the Hidden Chain. Hedda's targets, Outer Rim colonies and transports on the Rim of Trade route, point to powerful trade houses shutting down their competition with her guns. Those will likely be our suppliers. I have advised Jakaya Ordo, and he is marshalling Mandalore's fleet as a precaution. You'll find everything I uncovered in my report.
Okay, we'll get our analysts on that. Good work.
Is there anything else?
We've got a message from Master Nostoral. Looks like he might have found something on whatever it was Malgus took from Dantooine.
It's taken some time, but Arn, Master Vignor, and I have made a breakthrough. We almost missed it, but a fresh look from Arn confirmed what we'd found. The containment system you found in the Dantooine ruins. It appeared in a list of antiquities taken to the Dantooine Enclave for protection centuries ago. We consulted some older records from Osis, and while we still don't know exactly what Malgus stole, we learned that the relic belonged to a Sith known only as Darth Null. Unfortunately, there wasn't much else to learn about the mysterious Sith. But we're passing along all that we found. I'm afraid we've only created a new puzzle to solve, my friend.
I went ahead and took a peek at the data Nostoral sent. Sounds like Task Force Nova thinks this Darth Null lead could be promising. They located an old Sith fortress that might have belonged to Darth Null. Nostoral and Master Saldarin have already sent a team to check it out.
I don't like how many decisions are being made without consulting us.
Well, let him know how you feel, but I don't think Nostoral meant any harm. He trusts our judgment. We should trust his, too.
In the meantime, there is something we can investigate ourselves.
What am I seeing?
This is where Darth Null's relic was first discovered.
There are not many who know this planet. It is in a dark region of wild space, a dangerous, untamed world. If your intention is to investigate the source of this relic, you must send someone strong to this place. Someone who knows this region of the galaxy. I suggest Arkin.
Our Jedi friends might not be too happy about Arkin running point on this. The guy did almost destroy them.
A valid concern, but ultimately the decision is yours, Commander.
Hassan Ray is right. Arkin is the best choice for this mission. We'll deal with any consequences later.
Arkin should be adequately prepared. I will speak with him and share everything I know about his destination.
That would be appreciated.
Then it sounds like we all have our marching orders. Until next time.
You have something else to say?
You made it back in one piece. I assume it went well with the suppliers?
That's correct. I understand you recommended me for this mission. I appreciate the chance to help with Mandalore's hunt.
We needed someone on the ground familiar with Mandalorian ways.
You were right to send me. Those who supply Hedda Cole are paranoid and prone to disappear. It is only because I am Mandalorian that I got as close as I did. The suppliers are very much afraid of Hedda's wrath should they disappoint her, or worse, reveal any of her secrets. She's being very careful. Her ruthless reputation and a seemingly endless supply of credits from her raids means she can keep her secrets. Her suspected suppliers in my report are scattered across the galaxy. We find them, we hurt her.
You did well. This puts us in a much better position.
Praise isn't necessary. It was my duty. Until Mandalore herself calls on me to strike her enemies down, I will continue this work. But I should get back to helping your analysts go through my report.
I'm sure they're anxious to go through the details with you. Keep me informed.
Okay, so we're tracking down the various suppliers of this header call. Ah, I see. We had a few more briefings, and then we were ready to jump into Legacy of the Sith. Bloody typical. Right, okay, interesting. I thought it was getting close. I wish I'd have known it was this close. Very well. I tell you what. Any more recruits? No, damn it. We'll take another break. This is a very, very short part of the series, I have to admit. But we will take a break. When we come back, we'll be ready to throw ourselves into the Legacy of the Sith expansion. As I want to kind of start the expansion fresh. If you know what I mean, with a fresh start, a fresh video. Plus we may get a few more bits of mail. So, apologies for this very short part of the series. I'll probably add it on to the same day we release the parts with Secrets of the Enclave. That solo flashpoint there. But yeah, when we come back, we'll be going into, I'm guessing it's the patch 7.0 content. And seeing what we learn about this world where the relic of Darth Null was located, as well as learning more about the developing war between the Sith Empire and the Galactic Republic. As always, feel free to leave a comment if you so wish. Hopefully I'll see you for even more next time. Until then, no, take care. Bye bye now.